Banner, West Tech.
But yeah, so then what was the next event after that? Was it Institution?
Okay, so we had Ireland, but obviously I wasn't there at all.
DFI.
So
big up
Raptor every single time.
All of them, man.
You got him booked for next year, innit?
Yeah.
G, man.
He's I'm gonna leak it here. He's battling Stutz on beat.
Stutz.
Yeah.
He needs to have a whole round about his boy, bro. I was just gonna try to do his accent. I can't do it. Like.
Yeah, nah.
But yeah, Raptor, make sure you have a bar about his ex boys, technical hitches, we'll call it. Yeah, so big up Raptor. I wasn't there. Obviously, I got the footage. Same thing, kind of similar with Bombshell. Footage is really clean. Venue was packed out. I think the capacity was 80, and it sold 80 packed out. Raptor Lizzie main event. So again, Raptor. Bombshell, look, I've given you a lot of credit, but Raptor ran a bigger event than you did, and he turned up for a main event. And he didn't have it scribbled down, bro.
We were talking about that earlier, yeah, exactly.
He didn't have it scribbled down, bro. He fucking, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, yeah, that was that.
But he did, I think there was talks of, I don't know whether it's PB or whatever, coming back to Ireland, and I know Raptor, he put out a little rant the other day saying about, you can't test me in Dublin.
I know.
You can't test him in Dublin.
It's just so funny, the whole PB... Oh, actually, yeah, we should talk about that. Like, the whole PB Island thing is so funny because like, the public misconception of what happened is so far from the truth. The way, like, Koja, there's, like, certain PB battlers that are just, like, on Don't Flop, like anything Don't Flop does, they're like, what does that mean? Why have they done that? Like, so the way Koja and them, they all saw it was like they thought that, like, cause Raptor thought he got jerked, I saw it as like an opportunity to take over Ireland, like Matt Edwards did during lockdown. Like, but it's like, but the scene is not big enough, bro.
Come to Don't Flop.
But literally, he saw me. But it's like the island. It doesn't matter if you take over the scene. It's not big enough. It's not a money grab. It's just like me and Raptor. You have to understand this. And Raptor's always really proud of this, and he should be. Like he's one of those people that never turned his back on me or Don't Flop. Like, that's why I ain't got a bad word to say about him, because he will always be like, yeah. He'll say to me, do you know what I mean? Because what Raptor's like. He's got a lot to talk about all the time. So Raptor will always say to me, like, he'll always be like, bro, remember when these men were saying fuck Don't Flop? I was still here. It's like, no, he was. So yeah, the misconception is that, like, we were sitting there like rubbing our hands together, like, oh, Ireland's ours. But it was more like, he obviously for a period felt anti-PB because he felt like he won the battle, which I'll be straight, I haven't seen the battle. To this day, I haven't seen it, so who knows? I might have thought he got bodied, I don't know. But he felt like he won the battle clear and got jerked, right? So he's obviously talking to me, and I'm kind of saying, well, bro, like, that's whatever. Like, that's one thing as well. There's not anybody that can come to me and say that... Sorry, there's not anybody that can say they've come to me and I've encouraged, like, oh, what, fuck PB, yeah? Tell me about it. For me, I was more just like, bro, yeah, if that's how you feel, like, look, the DFI door is there, bruv. Like, Reds is not doing anything. He don't want to do it. Like, the other guys, I'm not even in touch with them anymore who did DFI. So I was just kind of like, look, if it'll make you feel better, DFI is there, bro. Like, it's mine. It's just as much. It wasn't in the past, but I'm saying, like, now in 2023, like, DFI is just as much as me saying it's yours. In the same way I can say to you, oh, Don't Flop London is yours. That's it. You know what I mean? So that's what our conversation was, and everyone was like, oh, I can't believe this. This is crazy. Like, usurping. It's like, no one's usurped anything, brother. It's just like me and Raptor are friends. We've got a good relationship, and I kind of said it. Let me be really honest. I wasn't being 100% serious when I said it, because I thought he'd be in that phase. You know exactly what it's like when a battle rapper loses a big battle. And it's fuck battle rap for at least 3 months. Nah, they don't appreciate me. I'm going back to the studio. So that's what I thought it was going to be. So I was like half seriously like, bro, if you want DFI, please be my guest. Not knowing he would jump at it. And he was like, man, it'd be an honor. They were the words used. He would be like, it would be an absolute honor if you let me relaunch it. And I was like, bruv, you're talking to me like this is a bigger deal to me than it is. This is not a big deal to me. I'm just saying, if it will make you feel happy and you can, again, I use the word franchise. I was like, if I can franchise Don't Flop to you and you'll do it proud, I'm letting you know very, very clearly I will not be at the event. I was like, I'll be at, if you continue it, and I'm not going to say you're going to continue it because your first event might be terrible and I might pull it off you. But I was like, if you continue it, I will come in 2024 and I'll try and make it feel more official.
I'm battling over there.
Yeah, there you go, exactly. 100%. And I was like, I'm happy to come, but I was like, for now, can you promise me that, one, you have people that are reliable and you're not in the last minute going to be like, oh, what? You're not coming. We don't get hosting, whatever. He said 100%, bro. So I got to give him his credit. Like I said, I wasn't there, but he sold the place out. His first ever event. I think it's the first music event he's ever run, ever. Any kind of music, first event. Sold it out. Him versus Lizzie C. The crowd loved it. It's one of those ones the Irish viewers are going to enjoy it more than UK, the English ones, because it's one of them battles. You know what I mean? It's not really for the English fans. It's for the Irish fans.
Definitely.
So yeah, he's like you just said, he's booking for January and May, so he's already on event 2 and 3. I'll probably go out for event 3. That's my plan, because he's talking about you never know what's gonna happen, but he's talking about flying out some fucking mad people for event 3. So yeah, I'll probably go out for that. And yeah, I mean, then I think that was, they were 3 weekends back to back. It was Milton Keynes on the 21st of October, Ireland on the 28th of October, and then Institution in November. So three Don't Flop events back to back. So yeah, now we're in November.
So I think,
It's getting a bit chilly, bro.
did you end up doing more events than you actually thought you were doing?
Yeah. Every year.
I think at the beginning of the year, you was like, I'm not doing that many events this year.
Yeah. I actually said this to Briggsy yesterday. When me and Briggsy were...
He was like, I'm going to do April Fools and the birthday. I think that's probably going to be it
I
this
say
year.
that every year. I'm like, I got to step back, bro. Like, it's just getting a bit long. And then I'm just like, we're going to Hull. Like, you know what I mean? Like, but
We're doing Barbara and Scarborough.
imagine if we went back now, how small the crowd would be, bro.
Yeah,
Don't
real.
sleep on the fact in Barbara. I feel like we're saying Barbara, like Barbara. And don't ever sleep in Barbara. We had about 400 tickets sold. Don't ever sleep on that fact, bro. That's what it was doing back then. But yeah, no. So I was joking with Briggsy about this. I was like, let me get some of your dates. I'll give you mine. We were exchanging dates, and I even said after I sent him a long message, and I was like, however, in complete contradiction to what I've just said, we're both going to add 25 dates on top of this, because it's just natural. You can plan big dates. That's what we've both done. We both agreed when our big ones are. Mine's going to be June, November. His will be whenever he wants to announce them, but they're not June and November. But of course, by the time it gets to February or March, I'm going to be like, I want to do a uni show, another uni show, or this show, or that show. So it's never going to, But yeah, but for anyone watching, 100% the 2 big events are June and...
I'm still going to stick by
June,
it,
November.
yeah. Pontins and them man need to book us, bro.
Yeah, trust. I agree.
Like, do you see the
They've
adult
messaged me multiple
weekenders
times
and that?
offering us the venue, and I've told them, no, that's not what I want.
They do the adult weekenders
Yeah,
and stuff
I've
in
told them.
Butlins and that. Like, we could do that, bro.
Pontins, Butlins, all those people have messaged us and been like, do you want to use... And I'm like, no, that's not what I'm trying to do, bro. I don't want to use you. If you want to use, use us, different conversation. It's never got to that point yet, but that's where, you've come to the uni shows. You know what it's saying? It's like, that's where the future is. The future is franchising the name to other people and me handling things like uni shows, Pontins, Butlins, Centre. But it sounds funny. It sounds like we're trying to make a joke, but that is genuinely what I see. That's what I think the future is. Genuinely, 100%.
Of course, definitely.
It might take a couple years of like shifting, you know what I mean? I can't just say, from January we're incentivized and fucking off every event. Like, we just had Suez and Frankie. Now it's like me versus fucking Ronald McDonald and Centrebug. Like, it's gonna, what's the word? It's a transition in it. It's gonna be a slow transition, but that's, as much as I hate giving away all my thoughts, that's kind of my general thought of where to go. Like.
But what I see too much as well is people from not these backgrounds trying to incorporate battle rap in their own shit and flopping. And it's like in America, at
everyone's
least, like,
doing themselves.
Yeah, but it, like when they done Slaughterhouse, when they do Wildin' Out, they always get battle rappers involved in it. I think over here they try and do their own shit, and it's not involving as much battle rappers. I think that's the way forward for the TV channels and stuff.
I agree.
Actually involve like league owners and shit like that, man.
But yeah, so Institution.
Yeah, Institution was fire.
How much of day 2 did you see?
Not a lot. Not a lot.
Shame,
a battle or two.
I kept telling you so much in the week. I was like, bro, you've got to come to
No. Literally a battle or two I saw.
Okay.
But
what did you think of the ones you saw?
Nah, lit. I saw Raws and Sean Craig.
Big up Raws, man. Look, let me say something, bruv. Yeah, I'm the toughest critic when it comes to battle rap. I'll diss everybody if they say one multi that doesn't match. But one other thing I will say about myself is, if you bring the goods, I'll also tell you. And I told Raws many times, bruv, if you aren't 10 out of 10, I'm going to say you're shit to your face, because you have been harassing me, not just me, you, probably that guy there, like everyone. You've been harassing everybody for years, saying you're the most slept on battler ever, but you haven't had a chance, blah, blah, blah. I told him, I said, if you don't bring it, you will never hear the end of it from me. But I went up to him afterwards and I said, "You're the man, bro." I told him backstage, I went, "You're the man. I'll tell you that right now." And Sean said the same thing. Sean was like, "Bro, I didn't know what to expect, but he brought it." So yeah, that was. I tweeted it. I said it's probably the best first battle of the day we've ever had on No Flop. And we've had some crazy first battles of the day, but like for two people who 2 years ago weren't battling, Raw's was fully away from rap 2 years ago. Sean Cray was a fan 2 years ago, or a couple of years, a bit more, whatever.
But I always
What
say
a
though,
fucking battle, man.
I always
What
give
a
it to the
battle.
Sean
Big up them every
Crays, the
time.
Crows. Them man have been in the crowd watching for years, and I always feel like that was one of my mistakes, innit? Like the
reckon?
first event I went to, I battled.
Yeah, I remember.
I'd
Yeah,
never been to an event.
You never came.
And I just showed up and battled, innit? And I'd only started watching UK battle rap about 6 months prior to
If
that.
you'd have come to the events a bit first, you would have come with
But
to
even
battle with the attitude of like,
I started watching UK battle rap in 2012, and I tried out in 2012. So even the understanding of everything, and I was so detached. I just thought, I'm a rapper though, innit?
But here's the thing though,
is-
it does work the other way, because Crow and Sean, I think both feel like they left it too long. You know what I mean? I know
I'm not
Sean.
gonna
though.
lie, I feel like they've
I
done
can't
it.
speak for Crow, but
I feel like Crow's come in at the perfect
I
time.
reckon.
Yeah.
Nah, I disagree.
'Cause Crow's-
I think Crow and Sean would have been massive if they come in 5 years ago.
Of course, but
Genuinely.
at the same time, they would have been amongst different calibers. They would have been amongst the like, even if they come back in a day,
You
they'd
think
have been
they
amongst the
wouldn't have shined as
Shotties, the
much? Yeah,
Geminis,
okay,
etc.
okay.
Whereas now, as the newcomers are coming in, they are cream of the crop. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's like a kind of a backhanded compliment, isn't it? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
It's
but no, but they're sick either way. But they would have been sick, regular, don't flop, active guys. There were
They
so
would have
many
been in the mid-
dialects.
yeah. They
Do you
would have
get
been
what
like
I'm saying?
mid,
Like,
upper mid kind of,
yeah,
yeah,
like there was
alright.
so many. The dialects, the Bamalams, they would have been competing with all of them, man. Do you get what I'm saying?
You think it would have been?
They would have been okay, but they wouldn't have
yeah.
stood out.
Okay.
They wouldn't have stood out.
I agree with your point, but my point still stands. I still think even if we put that, if we put that to them and we said, all right, you might have to try harder to stand out, but if you can click your fingers, would you do it? I still think they would.
Yeah, probably.
Honestly.
I think being
And I think
younger
it's not
is
just
the
those two.
appeal as
I'm
well.
saying them because I speak to them a lot and I know where they're at mentally. But I think that goes for a lot of battlers, bro. There's a lot of battlers today get slept. I mean, Reverse, but Reverse was literally too young.
Yeah.
Reverse has a good excuse. Crow and Sean can't use the age thing because they're both older than me. But Reverse genuinely is like his only opportunity was to try out when he tried out, because when he tried out he was 20, which is probably the youngest most people start.
Yeah.
So he's got it in a different way because he's like, oh man, if he was born in 01, do you know what that is?
Yeah, that's mad.
So if for him, he's like, if I was born in 91,
Yeah.
he could have been a Luna.
Yeah.
Genuinely. Reverse could have been a Luna, Shotty, Tony level person if he was born in
But
91.
if he was born in
But
91, would he have grown up watching battle rap?
Yeah,
That's the timelines,
true.
isn't it?
He would have grown up watching the Fresh Prince and that, though. He would have
Yeah.
grown up Fresh
No, of
Prince.
course.
He would have seen 8 Mile. He would have
might
bought
been a
Obi Trice's
grunge,
album the day it
he might
dropped.
have been a
like-
hardcore hip hop head that
You know
said,
that,
fuck.
innit? Only certain people. It's what I'm saying. If you said to Reverse, what's your favourite Obi Trice song? He'd probably be like, are you speaking Russian or something, bro? Like, what are you talking about?
Big Banner, West Tech.